Okay, let's talk about how to find a bearing. Okay, the most important thing is to remember that this is the dog. And when we're walking the dog is always in front of us on the leash, right? So we always want to keep the dog or the direction of go in front of us. Let the dog lead the way. Okay, next, take a look. I call this the alley. You see this little two lane right here? The two red lines, they connect to the dog. So what we want to do is we want to put the degrees or the bearing into that direction of go. All right, this is a dial and it rotates. It's meant to. Don't be scared, you didn't break it. So what we want to do is, let's say we want to find a bearing of, let's go with 240. I want to turn a dial so that the bearing 240 is in my direction of go. See the lane leading up to the arrow? We want to make sure that that number 240 is directly in the center, just like that. Okay, now you might say, awesome, good, we're going at a bearing of 240. Not yet. You see this, Red Fred? He's not in his shed, which means he's telling us you're not going in the direction you would like to. So we have to put Red Fred in our shed. Remember, we have to hold the compass nice and flat against our hand, okay? And now we have to put Red Fred in the shed. We don't want to turn Red Fred too fast because the poor guy gets seasick. We want to turn our body nice and slow, and we want to then put Red Fred in the shed. So now I have Red Fred in the shed. And now what I want to do is I want to follow my direction of go. So I want to let it lead my way. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk slowly. I tell my students, nice and easy, because if you go too fast, Red Fred falls out of the shed. Poor guy, we got to keep him in there. He's tired. So we're going to walk nice and slow, keeping Red Fred in his shed. And we're going to walk either however many paces we want to walk or until we find what we're looking for, which is in my class would be a scavenger hunt. All right, so that's how you take a bearing of 240.